your boy Illuminati got it. Doing a shot. Scoopy Newz, let's go.
Shout out to Mossad, June 23rd. You know somebody to pop off today.
More hot and humid weather on the way with
Like
a
the
high of
fireworks,
90 degrees today. I'm Chris Rangi. Elise Finch will have your forecast coming up in just a moment. But first, fireworks have been going off across the city for weeks, and now more could be done to stop it. Mayor de Blasio is expected to announce a multi-agency crackdown today on illegal fireworks suppliers. According to the NYPD,
Good luck. It's a little too late, man. They already popping off. They pop off in the morning, the night. You know, it's too late, man.
They go off
last year. That, Chief.
It's primary election day here in New York among the big races in the Bronx and Queens. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez faces a primary challenge.
Please, good luck, shorty. You ain't gonna win. Get about it. You ain't a match. Nobody trusts you.
Veteran Congressman Elliot Engel faces a challenge from former public school principal Jamal
Please,
Bowman.
don't
Now,
trust none of them. That's a
seven
tram man
Democrats
right there,
Republicans
allegedly.
are seeking to replace
Old
retired
ass
Congresswoman
motherfucker. Get about it,
Nina
man.
That
Lowey.
was just in my
Polls
favor,
opened
so
at 6 and they
I'm gonna do my
close at
research,
9 o'clock tonight.
Don't trust none
Now
of them.
here's
Do your
Elise with your
research.
forecast. Hi, Elise.
You go vote. You're an idiot.
Hey, Chris, good morning to you.
Purple rain
It's
right
a
Got
good
that
morning.
purple.
It's
She love wearing
pretty
purple,
warm
huh? Make her
already,
look
and
bigger
we
than
are
she
going
is.
to
She
see
wears
some
some
hot
black,
temperatures as
Chief.
we head into the afternoon.
Forgive me,
So
my sister.
for most of the area, we'll
rude.
see high temperatures today in the upper 80s and low 90s with 90 degrees right on the nose, the forecast high today in Central Park. So mostly sunny, hot, and humid because the humidity is up as well, so get ready for that.
All I see
And
is
as
she
we
ain't
take a
out
look
there
at
in
your
the street
7-day
like she wants
forecast,
to
you'll
game.
notice a couple things.
You
One,
stay
we
off
don't
them
have much
biscuits,
of a
man.
cool
They
down at
work
any
you down
point
and
this
stop
week.
playing
Skip up
High
a year.
temperatures will
I don't
range from
care what she-
85 to
One
90
of my sisters.
degrees
Do your research.
all
I
week
love my
long
nice.
sisters.
through the
Put it
weekend
down.
and
Lay
into the
down with the
early
system.
part of
I
next
don't
week.
care about it. Do
Today
your
we have a
research.
20% chance of a
That's
pop-up
last year,
shower or
that boy
thunderstorm
crazy.
tomorrow.
That
That
boy
goes up
crazy.
to a
That boy crazy.
40% chance that we could see a pop-up shower
Oh,
or
my
thunderstorm.
90.
Thursday, a couple of
Sunday.
degrees cooler, but also the humidity will be down a bit behind a cold
90
front.
today.
If you have
Damn.
errands to run, that might be a good day to get that done.
Illuminati.
But we're right back to the heat for Friday and Saturday. And again, it's going to be humid. With that, I'll send it back to you.
Good morning to you and welcome to CBS This Morning. It's Tuesday,
Do
June
your research.
23rd,
Illuminati got it.
2020.
Yeah,
I'm
those
Gail
shots
King with
again.
Anthony
Wow.
Mason and Tony
All praise to the Most High.
DeCopo. Pandemic tension and frustration grows with America's failure to contain the coronavirus,
Please.
with half the country seeing an increase in new cases. How the
I
president
ain't
is
heard no new
responding
cases.
as he
Okay, I'm
prepares
sure
to hold
nobody telling me
another
these hospitals are all right.
indoor
Goodbye.
rally.
Response to racism, protesters clash with police as they try to topple a statue near the White House. We talked to police union officials in Minneapolis in their first interview since the killing of George Floyd. What they say about allegations of racism in the ranks.
Yo, why nobody said nothing about
Showing
the old man,
solidarity,
57-year-old?
drivers walk with his
This
sports
dude
hall
that
a
he-
full-time black driver,
Please.
Bubba Wallace, after a noose is found in his garage. Why his mom says
Please.
Wallace's story
Don't
is
family
bigger
probably put it
than
in there. Do your
racism.
research.
And coronavirus
Okay.
checks the
No
new
allegedly,
technology
right?
one major airport is using to make it safer to fly, and why some
That
experts
was the
say
early stages.
it's not
They don't
enough.
do that.
Oh boy, but first, here's today's eye-opener.
I don't want to fly, but I gotta wear a
Your world
mask.
in
Kid.
90
I
seconds.
fly a lot. Now I can't fly like I want
Some
to be
people
Everybody
feel
does
that wearing a
something.
mask is inconvenient.
It's
but
terrible.
wearing a mask
And then he costs, he kind of pays for shit like that too.
I
Texas
don't wear my
open.
badge.
As America pushes forward with reopening, half
Listen,
of
the
all
businesses
states
say,
are
you know
now
what, you
averaging
come
more
in,
new
kid, I ain't
cases
going to
each
the
day.
business, I ain't with no man.
Wait,
A word?
do the whole
We ain't gonna make no money,
thing.
we ain't gonna close.
Collectively adhering to those mitigation measures, we would not be seeing the case growth that we're seeing today.
The tell-all book from inside the Trump White House by former National Security Advisor John Bolton hits store shelves today.
Frankly,
Oh,
the information he has
Dang, should have asked me. I should have interviewed that nigga real quick.
squarely audit.
Tense confrontations in downtown Washington, D.C. Demonstrators trying to pull
Blow
down
smoke.
a
Hit him with a
statue
bang.
of former President Andrew Jackson.
The
Please.
president referred to coronavirus as the Kung flu at his rally, and his press
Illuminati.
secretary is defending his use of the racial slur.
She gotta do what she's told. Fake ass eyelashes.
What the president does do is point to the fact that the origin of the virus is China.
Yeah, but what it got to do with Kung Flu?
Variety concert in
Disrespectful,
Barcelona,
but they all working
plans
together
for
anyway. Do
tuning
your
to the
research,
sweet
man.
sounds of a string quartet. All that.
How long do you think you're going to be doing your show in this manner? Have you? Because I don't know.
I just think I can make it to the end of the week. I'm not
Blow
sure.
smoke on these fools. Illuminati.
All bets are off.
All that matters.
A day after a noose was found in Bubba Wallace's garage, this was the scene pre-race at Talladega.
All of NASCAR's drivers
All
have
set up,
rallied
ladies and gentlemen.
around
I bet you bought all of them
the
Illuminati.
NASCAR Cup Series
That's some bullshit.
black driver.
On CBS
That's
this
man, get
morning.
the, I would be like, yo, that's embarrassing, man. Get out of here with all that, man.
And on-track
I don't want all
folks
that, man.
have closed ranks around him.
That's a little too much.
supposed to say the only black dude. They ain't do your research. You got Illuminati on you and all that, man. You got all the women on you, man.
You're not gonna take away my smile. And I'm gonna keep on going.
You look like a white boy. Allegedly, okay?
It's presented by Toyota.
Like I said, he's a suitable father.
Bubba Wallace, you rock. We want you to keep on going. That was such a tender moment yesterday.
I love when NASCAR.
He always say he ain't know what the fuck is going on.
It's right.
I'll be like, yo, this is embarrassing. I don't want none of this. I don't want it.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. As you can see, we are back in our Studio 57. There used to be a show, Anthony, called Best Week Ever. I'm thinking Best Week Ever is you. Because first we're back in the studio, and today is Anthony Mason's birthday. It's his birthday, so when you see Anthony Mason today, give him a hug. He loves hugs.
No hugs.
Hit him with a bang. Look, I hit you with a bang.
Virtual hugs.
Hit him with a bang.
Happy birthday to you, Anthony Mason.
Very much.
Lying like they don't go home and hug their
Great to
peoples,
be
man.
back
Come
in the
on, man.
studio.
Yes, I feel that too.
New is slowly reopening, so are we, and we're doing it very carefully, aren't we, Tony?
I don't trust you.
Yeah, so carefully, in fact, that I remain at home, which is fine by my wife, who thinks I look better with no tie. So I will continue to please viewer number one. But for the rest of the viewers, I think they're enjoying the fact that we are at the table again.
It's always good, though, to please viewer number one.
Yeah, I got that no tie covered too.
We can't wait till we're all back together in the studio. But we're going to begin today with this, the ongoing protest against racial injustice in America and the targeting of public monuments that many judge to be symbols of white domination. Police in Washington, D.C. clashed with protesters who tried to knock over a statue of President Andrew Jackson last night. Jackson has been criticized by protesters for his role in slavery and the removal of Native Americans from their land.
What do we call the money? We call the money Jackson.
Near the White House, where the statue
Illuminati
still stands. Chris, what do you see today?
A year later that they had the daggone
Well, good morning. You can hear the sound of trucks. They're installing barricades behind us. The statue back there between us and the White House. It is an iconic picture outside the White House here in Washington. Now, just a few minutes ago, President Trump tweeted that he has ordered federal police to arrest anyone who vandalizes or attempts to destroy a statue or monument on federal property. He says they could face up to 10 years in prison. The unrest began here yesterday afternoon. It was a marked change from the protests we've seen in recent weeks here in D.C. Protesters broke through a fence surrounding the statue of President Andrew Jackson, who was a slave owner, and attempted to pull it down using ropes. Officers swarmed
you got my man brothers in the front like they're okay with
clear the crowd with pepper spray and used a bicycle barricade to push protesters back. A witness tells CBS News she saw rubber bullets being fired. Several demonstrators tried to set up barriers outside the White House to declare what they called the Black House Autonomous Zone. The acronym BHAZ was spray painted on the historic St. John's Church across from the White House. It's an apparent reference to a similar space in Seattle that President Trump railed against in his Tulsa speech. And the president said vandals could face up to 10 years in prison under the 2003 Veterans Memorial Preservation Act. It's not immediately clear how many people were arrested here. We can tell you that Andrew Jackson has a complicated history. On one hand, he's a war hero from the War of 1812. He's on the $20 bill, and his portrait hangs in the Oval Office. And the other deal is, you said,
George Floyd, remember $20, fake $20 bill. Do your research.
The correlation.
Chris, thank you. We may get a wake-up call about the grim persistence of the coronavirus today when Dr. Anthony Fauci testifies to Congress. Just days ago, he told CBS News he is frustrated. Texas is one of 25 states reporting an increase in average daily coronavirus cases in just the last 2 weeks. The state's governor promises a harder line on social distancing at bars and restaurants, but there are no plans yet to shut down or slow reopenings. Mireya Villarreal reports from Dallas.
COVID-19 is now spreading at an unacceptable rate in Texas.
Governor Greg Abbott warns that while shutting down the state is the last option, it's not out of the question.
If those spikes continue, additional measures are going to be necessary.
Statewide, the number of Texans hospitalized with coronavirus rose nearly 60% in the last week alone, while new cases and the rate of positive tests roughly doubled from May to June. Stephen Love is the president of the Dallas-Fort Worth Hospital Council.
We've got in a 19-county area about 950 COVID-19 patients in our hospital.
How does that compare to where we were even a month ago?
It's about a 50% 10% increase.
As cases and hospitalizations climb, mayors and county judges have begun implementing mandatory mask orders, including Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Our numbers are moving in the wrong direction.
Dr. Peter Hoditz, dean of Baylor's National School of Tropical Medicine, warns Houston could be headed towards a situation he calls apocalyptic.
If the numbers continue to accelerate as they've been the last few days, we could be looking at a situation that resembles New York City.
The spike in COVID hospitalizations is putting some frontline workers and their families at risk.
Well,
I'm freaking essential. Everybody's essential. Do your research.
And her parents, Beth and Ray, are all nurses from Dibble, Texas. Kayla says she was the first to fall ill after treating a COVID patient. Then her parents and her 3 siblings all tested positive. Her mother, Beth, was even hospitalized.
I honestly, truly felt like I did not know if I was going to be able to come out of it, to even be able to come
Like she like brothers, man. Do your research.
The
state is open.
Everything's good.
Hit it with a bang.
A lot of people need to take pictures.
Uh-oh. She got the cocoa.
Stop.
Meanwhile, the one-time epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak, New York City, they have moved into phase 2. So that means that restaurants have outdoor seating available. Retailers are now opened up with limited capacity. And then you have barbershops
straight ahead.
even open.
We are open.
I'm sure makes everybody with coronavirus hair very excited about this. However, there are some very strict guidelines on masks and social distancing. Tony?
Yeah, we don't want to see another spike here or anywhere else. Maria, thank you very much. President Trump will speak at an indoor event in Arizona today, and that is one of the most dangerous states for the coronavirus. Since the president's Tulsa rally, 2 more campaign staffers have tested positive. And another complication for the president, face coverings are mandatory in Phoenix. That is where he will be speaking. Lisa Zhang reports now.
Yeah, he looked trash.
President Trump is expected to address a crowd of 3,000 students for Trump in Phoenix.
All of them have agreed not to hold organizers or the venue liable if they contract COVID-19, even as White House officials downplay the threat of the virus.
There is no second wave coming.
The administration said yesterday it was because of coronavirus that it needed to extend a ban on immigration to protect U.S.
You need immigration, man,
and suspend certain work visas through the end of the year. Following that announcement, the president plans to stop by Yuma today to mark the completion of 200 miles of his border wall.
They trying to keep us in, man.
His campaign promise to stop.
Hey, stop short. Do your research. It happens, you know what I mean? Hey, these are just my thoughts in 6/23/2020, especially when it started off with Corona. That happened like 3 months earlier. I have footage, of that also. But it's my story, man. Do your research. All praises to the Most High. Illuminati got in the building, just throwing shots. Hey, Scoopy Newz, man. Peace, love, no hair grease. Yikata.